Hello there, I'm the Beast Manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now, today we have a very special mission that we have been speaking about for several episodes. Hopefully, in just a few cycles we are going to launch our very first colonization mission. Our objective is to colonize this planet over here, take advantage of the metal volcanoes that exist in the planet, and all of the other good stuff that we are yet to find. Of course, that the second we can start sending... Hello, are you feeling okay? There it goes again. Blinking, what? What seems to be the problem? Well, in any case, we want to also to come over here so that we can find some waterweed, as it is the final ingredient that we are missing to create the burgers. I always forget the name of that thing. Let me just double check so I can tell you what I'm talking about. Oh, it still doesn't show over here. In any case, it's one of the best foods. But right now, if we take a look over here... What? Okay. Our rocket is already ready. We already have the Atmos suits that we are going to need to take with us. A little bit of battery charge just to keep everything up and rolling. And all the food that we could probably want. I recall, if I recall correctly, 20 kilograms, it's 80,000 kilograms, so this is 120,000 kilograms of berry sludge. I'm pretty sure that is going to last us a very long time. Now let's meet the crew. As we spoke in previous episodes, we are going to take a crew of two, Lindsay and Nails. Both of them have received several neurovacillator charges straight into their brains, which hopefully will make it so that they are a little bit more resilient in the hostile environment that they are about to go visit. But well, I suppose that we are only going to find out once we get there. Okay guys, so apparently I noticed when I opened Steam today that there was like a 5 kilobyte patch for Oxygen Not Included, and yeah, for some reason now the signal switch turns off the power of the rad bolt instead of preventing it from launching rad bolts. That's not cool, game. Like, I like to accumulate myself a bunch of rad bolts. What the hell? I'm sorry guys, is it just me, or this planet has also changed a little bit? At least the image? Because it was an image similar to this one, I'm pretty sure, like a green planet. And yeah, and this one also changed as well. Now that I look at it. Huh, apparently a few changes have been added to the game, and I don't know. Oh well, in any case guys, it was just to show you that there is a few small changes to the star map apparently. Alright my friends, everything is ready to go. All the tanks are completely filled up. Let me just double check one thing over here. Yep, oxalite. If we go over into the interior, can you move this? Oh, I have to set up these thingies. I forgot. Oops, my bad. Where did that radiation come from? Nowhere, okay. Okay, things are a little bit weird today, but in any case, we are not going to let that distract us. We are going to go over here. It's just a 2-tile trip. Should be relatively quick. Once we arrive, I'm not going to descend into the planet for obvious reasons. There is no platform there. So once we arrive, we are going to drop the rover. We are going to drop the rover into the planet, and hopefully be able to yeah, even the symbols changed over here. and be able to secure ourselves a good landing site. I think I might build the rocket platform over here, as it is the lowest area that we have, although there is plenty of room in this planet. This planet is not as close to the edge as most, so I think we have some liberty to put the platform wherever we want. Okay, everything is set up. Let's begin the launch sequence. And hopefully this is going to be the beginning of our colonization ambitions. You can go whenever you feel like it. I probably had the game on pause. That was probably it. Yep. Man, it never gets old. I really enjoy myself these rocket launch animations. Game, why would it assume the ship is stranded? The ship is not stranded. The ship is precisely where I want it to be. Ah, you silly Holy Jesus, the planet is about to be bombarded. In any case, now that we have arrived at the orbit for this planet, it is time for us to go and land the rover first. Now, I think I'm going to land it over here. Yeah, I think this is a good enough area. Yeah, it's somewhat more even than the other side, and we have more room. So, how about we land over here? Let's observe this beautiful moment. And now we can see some of this. An excellent, what a... incapable of propagating, but it can be harvested for a single calorie-dense food. Fantastic! Here we are, guys. This is just great. Now, hopefully, oh, we already have igneous rock in here? We have been bombarding this planet with some igneous rock for a long time now, haven't we? Haven't we? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, we have. That's okay, that's okay. I'm going to unpack a couple of packets first. These take a little bit of time to do it manually, that's why having a can opener is always a good idea. But for now we have to work with what we have. The drone is also capable of mining, I believe, just level 1 thingies. If you have to go to a higher... all of this is level 1 mining. Cool. Okay, so the rover shouldn't have any problems mining the... well, it's not regolith, but the top, the crater of the asteroid. Okay, guys, so give me just a few moments while my rover does some work on this planet, and soon we'll be able to start thinking about building a platform and a ladder system. Now, I think it's going to take a few cycles until we have the materials to build the platform ready. Reason for that is most of the steel landed on this side of the map, so we have to build a bridge to go get those materials. I'm pretty sure our rover is more than capable of accomplishing such a mission. Okay, my friends, so I think the time has come for us to finally land our dupe. I already have a ladder that is tall enough. I don't exactly recall where the Spacefarer module is going to end up, so I built these three areas over here. One of them should line up. The rover, not drone, was kind enough to deliver the steel over here, so the second we land our dupe over on this barren planet, well, it's not barren, is it? On this planet, the dupe is going to be able to immediately build the platform, and that dupe is going to be none other than Nails. So what we are going to do, we are going to undock one suit, right? We are going to select set suit, and we are going to ask Nails to go grab it. And now we are going to pause immediately the game, just to prevent Nails from moving over here simply because, and then going through the checkpoint again. That way she could lose the suit, and we don't want that now, do we? So we are going to select Nail to go into the Trailblazer. And we are going to deploy her right about here. There we go. Oops, wrong planet. Now let's witness this extremely glorious event for our colony. This is a once in a lifetime. There we go, Nils. How do you... What is your... this is just a visual bug. Clearly she's still using the suit. It's just that... It's incredible, I suppose. Now, this should be maximum level, so Nails should prioritize building that thing. Fan-freaking-tastic. Once this one is built, we are going to land our rocket on this planet, and we are also going to deconstruct these two things, as they are made out of metals that are going to be useful while we are here. And clearly, gravity no longer applies after you have landed the shell. I think this is also a bug, because I have, I'm pretty sure the shells should drop into the floor once the tiles have been mined out. In any case, let's land. Oh, here comes some glass. This is fan-freaking-tastic. Maybe we can even get some solar panels running today. But now we shall land the rocket. Here it go. Here it comes. The rover, it was quite brave, but nothing bad happened. Oh, almost. Oh yeah, this one lines up perfectly. And that... Okay, fantastic. Now that the rocket is here, I'm pretty sure that we can move Nails inside of the Spacefarer module if we want to, but now we are going to set to all. This means, if we go over here, Lindsay is now coming out to help out in the tasks that we are going to ask. For now, I'm just going to finish up this ladder section, but soon enough I'm going to start. In fact, I'm even going to lay down this while you guys are still here. I'm going to lay down a oh my god, there is so much honking outside. Ladder access all the way over here. I want to pop these two, these three water bubbles together so that we have a little bit of water. To start with, we have a little bit more water over on this side as well, but I think I kind of want to build our colony. It's not a colony, our temporary base, or a small life support base over here. We can take advantage of this pre-built POI over here and extend it a little bit, use some oxyferns to convert carbon dioxide into oxygen, and that way we shouldn't have too many issues with oxygen production. Now, as for the volcanoes, one has already been located over here. The other one, I'm going to assume, let me see, what, oh, I have to go take care of that as well. What kind of volcanoes should that one be? I think that is going to be the polluted water vent over on that side, but in any case, we still have a few cycles that we need to wait before we can see what's in there, and I finally located probably the only seed in the entire game for waterweed. Or at least that's what I am assuming, because it's the only one that I can see. Or maybe not, maybe I lied, there is more than one. Yeah, there is definitely some changes to the radiation system. Our two dupes got radiation sickness, even though it doesn't appear over here. It doesn't say that we have no sick dupe, but where is it? I just saw that. Well, it just... Well, if you look at their faces, look at that. Minor radiation sickness. Oh yeah, that's the place where I saw that. Yeah, I think there is a change. There must be some changes, because I don't recall the map being so lit up with radiation, even on our own planet. If we go over here, like, I don't recall it being is radioactive, nor do I recall producing close to 1,000 rats per cycle from this small Wisworth chamber. So I would argue that definitely something is not okay. But luckily for us, every time they go to the bathroom they lose 100 rats, so we're able to discharge, let's say it like that, a big chunk of the radiation that we absorbed, so at least our dupes will be able to hold on for a little while. Well, not exactly the best thing when it comes to power production, but I'm going to be honest, it's better than nothing. I'm pretty sure that 4 solar panels are going to provide us with at least some initial power that is going to allow us to start some machinery around here. I also changed my mind, given that we have limited amount of materials. I'm not going to drag a heavy watt wire all the way over here, so we are going to base in here, especially because we don't need to create any sort of living area. We just need to create a couple of facilities. Mainly something to dismantle the packets, storage, some internal power facilities, some water storage, you know, stuff like that. So that we can start thinking about taming these volcanoes and siphoning off their materials to take back to the colony so we can build more stuff. Now, even though the patch brought with it a few unwanted changes with the Red Bull thingy, I have to admit the new songs in the new DLC are quite nice. Now, given that we are going to go into this side, we are going to pop these 3 water bubbles together, because we also have this one over here, so we have a higher quantity of water. We even have salt water with more water with seeds. Now, if we can bring home a couple of these, that would be amazing. Now, I need to see one thing. This thing needs salt water. We don't have salt water, we have brine. Like, will that do? I don't think so. I don't think brine can be used. Oh no, it can. It says over here, brine. Huh. Well, we'll see, I suppose. Well, that's not good. Well, I'm afraid that our team of dupes won't be able to stay in here for long, because I really don't know how much further can we push them into the radiation sickness before it becomes a real problem, but clearly Nails is already feeling a couple of symptoms that are not so good. She has a major radiation sickness. That's terrible. I think we might need to send them back for them to recover. They were only present for like 3 or 4 cycles. That's terrible, actually. But in response to this, what I'm thinking is that yep, this was what I was looking for. The basic radiation pill. It absorbs radiation, or at least that's what I am thinking it does, right? They take the pill, and in this case 100 rats simply vanish. So I'm going... What do we need? We need a medic in the colony. So I'm thinking about making a couple of rat pills, sending our dupes back for them to recover from their radiation sickness, and then I will send a couple into the planet, so that on the next trip the dupes can have some medication with them to help them out while they are over there, because we barely touched the oxygen supply that we brought with us. Like, we still have so much time over here that it is ridiculous that we have to go back. But yeah, it's for safety purposes, so I think I have decided now. Okay, let's launch our dupes back into the planet. They are all messed up. Jesus. Poor dupes, they are completely messed up. Oh boy. Now, clearly, like, I didn't see any new patch notes or anything. Maybe I am mistaken, but clearly something changed that made the radiation extremely stronger. Now, I have to admit it, I always thought that radiation was kinda weak, you know, because real-life radiation is the no laughing matter, and in the game it's kinda meh, like it's something. So maybe uh, that's the reason why now radiation is so deadly? Well, given all the circumstances that we are going through, I think that Ruby deserves a promotion to local medic. We need at least one, and well, now with the apothecary, I'm also going to start producing medical supplies, so that our dupes also have that. Now, another thing is, if we go over here, I also noticed that inside of these cabins there is a lot of radiation. And I mean a lot of radiation. So before we launch the rocket in another exploration mission, given that Ares spends so much time in space, I think it is prudent to take with us a few more, in this case a few, radiation pills. By the way, guys, interestingly enough, the red pills are stored inside of a fridge and not inside of a storage bin. You have no idea how long I was over here trying to look for those things, like where the hell is the red pills, right? I opened every single category multiple times and I was driving myself crazy when I realized that they heat the freaking thing, and so I just opened this and I slapped myself in the face a little bit. Okay, so with 5 pills in the refrigerator, I'm pretty sure this is going to be enough for the long journey that we have ahead of us. The mining rocket, on the other hand, it's not going to carry any pills because the mining trip should be relatively quick. Now, what do we want this time? Let's just check the star map quickly, and let's see, we still have mass over there, and yeah, I'm going for the igneous rock now. Oh, once again, we have an artifact available over here, and an artifact available over here. So we now have completely confirmed that the artifact respawns. That's cool. Let's go grab that artifact then. It's you, so you are going to go, that's 7 tiles, that's 6 tiles, this one is closer, and you are going to go into this corner over here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool, this is what we want. So, slow speed please, because it ain't every day that you see 2 rockets launch at the same time. Now, over here, I deconstructed the Trailblazer module because we are not going to need it for now, and I'm going to add 3 solar panels just to make sure that we have continuous power production while we are parked on the planet, as it is not exactly a good idea to have a dupe busy with the power wheel, the manual generator in this case, when we only have 2 dupes and very limited time on the planet. So yeah, I'm going to do this, at least for now. Okay guys, so given that we cannot add anything else to our rocket, there is no way for us to transport the basic red pills. So, given that I have 26 already, I decided to bring them into the interplanetary launcher. There is still a few more coming. Yep. And what we are going to do, in this case we are going to stop right now. And in here we can see that we have 47 plus 70, that's 107, I believe. No, 117. Do your math correctly, please. So we are going to put the minimum launch mass at that weight, right? What you doing? Okay. So now this should launch the packet, right? Okay, so I just added 1 kilogram lower than the total mass, and the dupe added another red pill, and all of a sudden this thing decided to launch. Oh well, not going to complain. Our pills are now on the way, so that's pretty much all that we actually care for. Okay, my friends, so with the pills on their way and the crew aboard, I think it is time for us to select our destination once again. And hopefully now we'll be able to stay there for a little bit longer. Well, my friends, we have arrived. There is only one small issue. I cannot find the packet with the pills inside of it. There are so many spread all over the place. But I am pretty sure I have looked inside of each and every one of these thingies, and I cannot find the red pills. That's like terrifying and worrisome. But well, I think I'm going to build a payload opener just so that the dupes automatically collect the packets and open them. That way, eventually, we are going to get the red pills. Well, it would appear that I found it hidden behind these solar panels. We found it! Oh my god, I cannot believe it. We finally found it. The Glided asteroid field. The place where you can find the freaking fluorine so you can make super coolant. Oh, this is fantastic. Thank you so much, Nicola. Please analyze these two tiles so that we can leave. Now, unfortunately, due to its position, we can only reach it using a radiation rocket. Our petroleum rockets don't have the range for that. I am on the process of refueling this, given that we cannot no longer hold on to the red bolts. I'm just outputting them into the radiation rocket as soon as they are ready. That way we are not wasting them. And well, once we have the red bolt engine full, I'm going to prioritize the diamond into this drill cone so that we can go get that fluorine and start thinking about creating some supercoolant. We are really needing that stuff if we want to advance into more well, advanced projects. Okay guys, so first we are going to explore and holy Jesus, holy volcano, oh my god, what the hell is this? So stop complaining when when I start to talk. Look at the amount of gold that we have over here. So much freaking gold, we are rich. We are rich, guys, and besides we have two gold volcanoes side by side. We can make like a common cooling chamber for both of them, which is just like fan-freaking-tastic. It's like half the troubles that we have, you know, if we only have to build one. And then we have another aluminum volcano over here. I mean, we could technically make like a large chamber for the three of them. You know what, maybe I might even do that, a large chamber for the three of them. Just imagine the amount of materials that we are going to get from these three volcanoes. So I'm going to be honest, I was going to try and build a liquid lock, try to preserve the vacuum over here, just to make life a little bit easier for me. But then I noticed there is a bunch of oxalite all over the place. I'm pretty sure the game is trying to make life harder on us, so you know what, screw the vacuum, we are just going straight in. We're just going straight in and we are going to start building a ginormous chamber to accumulate a bunch of steam to cool off both the gold and the aluminum. Okay guys, so the plan is quite simple. We are going to create this massive chamber over here, fill it up with a bunch of water. On top of this we are going to slap, I would say 4 or 5 steam turbines, and we are going to put a aqua tuner somewhere within the chamber to create a cooling loop, just to make sure that everything is nice and chill upstairs with the steam turbines. And then we are going to create a rail loop system that checks the temperature of the metals before sending them outside of the chamber to be collected. But now there is a lot of building and a lot of mining that these dupes have to do, and hopefully we will have enough oxygen and food supply to last us a good amount of time, and that might just enable us to well, at least leave this partially built. Oh, That's the sound of a research complete, and you know what that means, guys? Do you know? We have completed the entire tech tree. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Wait a moment. I think I found something. That, Radbolt containment? This is new. The stores Radbolt in high energy state, ready for transport. Requires a green signal to release Radbolts from storage when Radbolt threshold is reached. Okay. Okay. Maybe not the entire tech tree has been researched. There is still a few things left to discover. Okay, so Nicola has come back with another artifact. What is this? Sandstone, a beautiful rock composed of multiple layers of sediment. Hopefully our dupes will not use won't use this one to build something. It would be a shame to lose such a beautiful artifact. Okay, so we have the new building available to us. Stores red bolts. Okay, it's pretty much just a regular building. So I suppose it serves like a battery. Oh, but requires constant power. I see. Okay, that is going to be something, I suppose. And, well, I just now noticed how radioactive this thing is. Look at it! Look at this! 1,000 something, 2,000 rad bolts. Like, yikes. This thing is, dangerous. But, if we ever need the rad bolt collection, I know where I'm going to get those. Okay, so now we have completed the entire tech tree, but given that it is clear that new technologies will be added to the game, I'm not going to deconstruct any of this. In fact, I'm going to leave it in place, and we did not get a vacillated recharge, unfortunately, but hey, we have a beautiful artifact now. Well, my friends, the cycles are rushing through us, and so are our oxygen supply. We are at the halfway mark. In fact, we have expended more than half of our oxygen supply already. But well, the progress is not that bad actually. Most of the chamber is already built. We just need to mine out a few more bits and bobs around this place to finish a few corners. And well, I'm waiting on some extra things to be built because I'm thinking about making a liquid lock over here, a temporary one, with a gap, with a tile gap. That way we can build insulated tiles to prevent the steam from entering in contact with the water in the liquid lock. So that we don't create a steamy mess on the outside of the steam chamber. And the purpose for that is so that Gossman can come over here in the future and analyze these volcanoes. And also, I think it is a good idea because a steam chamber of this size, it is bound to have something go wrong with it. So making sure that the steam chamber is accessible for future maintenance is always a good idea. Well, guys, I have to admit it, the interplanetary launcher has been a lifesaver because I'm constantly forgetting about stuff that I need, and yeah, without it, it would be nearly impossible. But yeah, we now have the steel over here to start working on that cooling loop. After all, we are going to need a aqua tuner made out of steel. We are also going to use the steel to make a bunch of these thingies, the auto sweepers. Due to the overheat temperature, we need these things to be made out of steel, otherwise they would never survive the temperatures that they are going to be exposed in these steam chambers. But yeah, we are going to use the auto sweepers pretty much to put the metals into conveyor loaders whenever the game decides to save. Thank you. right? Something like this. Pretty sure it is within your range. Yes, it is. Then maybe we can even scoot this one back one more tile. And I'm making these out of gold. Ain't I? Yes, I am. Steel, please. Yeah, that means I still need to open a few more packets, but that's okay. In any case, what we are going to do, we are going to do this. Hopefully this works. Sometimes when you put a bunch of bridges together, the game tends not to like it. But oh well. We are going to attempt to do something like this, right? This way. Oh Jesus! This way, we make sure that the loop over here, it's never overfilled with materials. Because if you overfill, this is going to start doing the hiccups, not moving not moving quick enough, you know, in a fluid manner. But in any case, we are going to input the stuff into the rail, right? It's going to go all the way over here. Then we are going to use one of these. Right there. And we need one of these as well, but because these don't have overheat temperature, we can build it out of gold. And then with the automation sensor in place, telling the shut-off over here that the temperature is good or not. Once the materials reaches the temperature of around, I would say 130 between to 150 degrees, we are going to ship it out of this place, and we are going to drop it probably around here somewhere. And then the cooling loop will do the rest of the job, siphoning the rest of the heat. But in the future, well, I mean, why live for the future when you can just take care of it right now? I intend on making this a autonomous outpost without needing or any dupe, right? And well, we are going to need to drop that somewhere around here, and then we are going to create another rail leading all the way to the platform over here, so that we can drop a rocket and have it automatically fill up with the stuff that we are collecting over here. I think that way is far better than using the interplanetary launcher to do that job. Or at least that's what I think. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future. Well, that tends to happen sometimes. Well, while searching the map, an Airy has found a wrecked space shuttle. I think once Nicola comes back, I think I'm going to start sending the mining rocket. Oh, the mining rocket is right here. We might not have a bunch of diamond over here, but I don't think we need diamond to collect the artifacts. So I'm thinking about just sending Nicola into space to collect, you know, some of these artifacts. They seem to be interesting. We have a rocket, a space shuttle, and a satellite to collect. So let's see what these things give us, because I'm pretty sure we're not going to bring an entire space shuttle back with us. Our time on this planet is coming to an end, guys, because our oxygen supply is starting to dwindle. I'm just going to let it drop all the way maybe to 600 kilograms, and then I'm going to call it a day. And I'm pretty sure that this is only going to, you know, the difference between what we have and the threshold at which we are going to live, probably only going to allow us to continue building. Just stop it. Only going to allow us to continue building maybe for one more day. Yeah, I don't think we are going to come back until the end of the episode. I don't think we are going to have the time for that. But oh well, at least, you know, in this journey we were able to do quite a lot. This thing is actually pretty well advanced for all intents and purposes. There is still plenty to do, don't get me wrong. I am unsure if by next episode it is going to be ready, but at least, you know, it seems somewhat complete. Well guys, we have dropped below the threshold, but not before completing the power spine all the way over here, which means that now we have power in these auto sweepers. And you not wanna know what the good thing is? We can come over here, select all, and the auto sweepers will start sweeping the chamber for us. All we have to do is make sure that we go over here and say that yeah, any temperature above that, yeah, everything in here. No, things are actually pretty cold. So anything above 0 should be able to pass through. Yep, there we go, you see. And now it's going to be conducted all the way over here. Fantastic. So let's tell our dupes to come back now. And we are going to continue and complete the as I was going to say, before I was rudely interrupted by the autosave, next episode we are going to complete this thing, there is very little things left to do other than the cooling loop. It was just that I didn't have the time to open the packets in that contained the steel. I'm pretty sure we have some packets somewhere around here. Or maybe I didn't send the steel yet. That's also a possibility. But yeah, just by a little bit of steel that we could not complete this build. But nothing is stopping us from doing that next episode. Now, given the present circumstances where we no longer can... Oh, really? You really had to let me down like that? Okay, so as I was saying, given the present circumstances that we can no longer store red bolts inside of the red bolt generators, I'm going to make a somewhat temporary setup, given that this can only store up to 1,000 red bolts. That's not a lot, but given that we are already 100% full, I just want a couple of red bolts to fill up the interplanetary launcher so we can launch that still. But other than that, I'm going to start sending the red bolts towards the diamond press. Then I'm going to give it a forever work order, and any excess red bolts that we create are going to be sent into this red bolt chamber, which we then, if we are able to fill it up, once the rocket comes back, we use these red bolts that we accumulate over here to fill it up, or just to fill up the interplanetary launcher if we see the need to do so. Our team of builder dupes are back, and well, I already assigned them all of their facilities. That's always the boring part. It's a shame that the game forgets the things that we have assigned to them. But now it is time to refill this rocket, make sure that in the next episode we are ready to go right off from the beginning, so that we can make the most of the time there. From one rocket into another. It seems like Nicola knew exactly what we were looking for. Exactly, Nicola. I want you to get inside of there. Oh, okay. This rocket has been resupplied. Nicola, please unequip your suit. And let's see, what artifact should we collect? It is. Should we go first for the rocket? Let's set up a return trip. We have the space shuttle over there, and we can also go for the annihilated satellite. I think I'm going to go for the satellite first, given that it is closer to us. I think that might be the smartest thing to do. Drill cone, yeah, whatever. We are not going to there to mine, my friend. We are going to there to study what the hell is going on over there, and why there is a destroyed satellite. Who destroyed it? Who put it there? We need to find out. Well, we might have a small issue. I'm just checking on my Red Bolt rocket, and we don't have the range to go and grab the asteroid over there. What the hell? This is not correct. After all of this effort, I just now find out that we cannot get what we wanted. Oh my, that's like, really? You really are going to do me like that? Okay, okay. I suppose that I will find another way around that issue, I suppose, but we really need that fluorine in order to make liquid hydrogen and oxygen, so without it we cannot get the better rocket. I suppose that right now the hydrogen rocket is the only one that can reach that far into space. I'm going to assume that's the case, unless we can increase the amount of red bolts that the engine can carry, which I don't think we can. But as this cycle comes to an end, so must this episode, guys. We got a lot of stuff done this episode, and it might not look like it because in this colony things are mostly the same, but over here we got a lot done. This thing is almost ready to go. There is just a few things missing, nothing we won't be able to handle next episode for sure. Fingers crossed, I don't jinx myself. And well, we also found out about the more deadly radiation. I didn't see any patch notes or anything, but clearly something changed in the game, and my dupes are now far more radioactive. But with all of that said, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye.